Welcome back, and as you can see, this is my first video recording via face-to-face. Um, you guys have wanted it. I wasn't quite comfortable yet with doing, the visual stuff. I'm still kind of like trying to get my feel of this whole recording yourself on YouTube, and my comfort zone at the moment was just doing my voice. But if you want it, I'm gonna do it. Anyways, back to it. It's been a few months, 2.5 months since I posted a video. Honestly, I went on holiday and then Christmas came, and now we're in 2019. And um, I did really well for 2018. It was a great year, and I'm not really looking to do any kind of swing trading for 2019. It's Things are a little odd right now with government shutdowns and, well, just insanity, to put it bluntly. Um, so I'm just going to hold my positions in the equities I own and cash, and I'm not interested. If a good swing trade provides itself and a stock goes on cheap for no reason, then no discernible reason, sometimes there's no logic in the markets, then I will purchase. But my goal is to only buy two stocks: one long term, two speculative. And those are both IPOs. I'm not necessarily a fan of IPOs because after lockup, um, when the big ups are allowed to sell their shares, they often plunge. But on the upside, when things IPO, more often than not, you get a nice little spike and you can skim and try and recover most of your investment within the first week. Uh, it's hit or miss. You don't really know. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's going to go up, down, sideways. So just you got to go with the flow and make sure that you choose your investments properly. But my two investments, first, the long term, it will be General Electric Health. That unit is being transitioned into its own entity and going public, and I would not touch General Electric, ticker GE, with a 10-foot pole. There's just it's dirty right now. There's too much going on with that. But General Electric Health, their unit is thriving, and um, different numbers are thrown out as to the percentage of how much they cover in the access. Ooh, got a message. The access of, or the field of, healthcare, but the general consensus is 15 to 35% of the healthcare market is their little fingers in the pie. The other players I'm not really too interested in because they've been on the market for a long enough time, and there's generally still equity in them, but I want to squeeze out more than you know 2 bits. So I'm going to go for GE, which I believe will be second quarter of this year will hit the public markets. And my second investment of the year, speculative, I won't be putting as much into this, is Uber. Um, these are both long-term holds. Uber is a bit more risky, actually a lot more risky, but the one thing that's really interesting about this company is that it's a taxi company that owns no taxis. It has zero overhead, really, honestly, if you think about it. So I will be investing in the Uber. And honestly, if it's going to be a speculative buy into a speculative stock, Uber's the way to go for me. Like if you know that there's value in Uber if you have somebody like Warren Buffett looking into that stock. I believe the talk for him financially backing the company fell through because they at the time didn't have a CFO. But I mean, take that with a grain of salt. News gets passed around. It's like a game of telephone. You never know what you get at the end from what you had at the beginning. But yes, those will be my two major purchases for 2019. I'm really crossing my fingers that GE Health will pay a dividend, but GE Health and Uber. And other than that, I'll continue to hold what I have in my portfolio, both equities and cash. And if you want to take a look, you can find that at Doe Capital, both Twitter and hop on my website. Check it out. All right, people. Have a good one.